India is in the throes of a social as well as an industrial revolution. Young Indians, irritated by the moral policing of conservative Hindus, have staged public kissing protests across the country to declare their right to love and marry whom they please. Among their enemies are Hindu traditionalists who criticize the decadence of imported Western culture, oppose relationships between Indians of different castes, and are particularly vexed by mixed marriages between Hindus and members of the Muslim minority. In Bhopal, a multicultural city at the heart of India, Chandrasekhar Tiwari accuses Muslims of waging a so-called love jihad. He says they pay young men to seduce Hindu women and convert them to Islam.
षड्यंत्र इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं कि इनका कहना यह है कि हम अपनी पॉपुलेशन जितनी जल्दी मुस्लिम समाज के हम बनाएंगे तो हम एक वोट बैंक के उसमें चले जाएंगे और फिर देश पर हमारा राज्य होगा। जिस प्रकार हमने पाकिस्तान खालिस लिया है उसी प्रकार हम और भी अपने देश बनाएंगे और इस देश पर हमारा शासन होगा।
But for many couples who have married across the religious divide, the love jihad theory is a nonsense that ignores the way individuals meet and fall in love in the modern world. That's certainly how it seems to one Bhopal couple who married 18 years ago.
Your love relationship and your religious choice, both are your personal choices. So it should not really matter to any other person what you choose for both the things. I can be a non-believer completely. It should not really matter to my spouse also.
This term, this phrase, love jihad, which is being spoken about, the two words put together itself are almost like a cliche. I mean, they don't go together at all. The phrase has absolutely no meaning or connotation to it, you know.
Even wealthy, well-educated couples in cosmopolitan cities can find it hard to persuade conservative parents to accept mixed marriages. And it's harder still for poorer Indians in traditional families. Sanjay, a Hindu driver who does not want to be identified, married his childhood sweetheart, a Muslim, 9 years ago. But he thinks there are some in both the Muslim and the Hindu communities who will never fully accept what happened.
क्योंकि अब ये महसूस करता हूँ मैं, क्योंकि वो तमका तो लग गया ना कि वाइफ मुसलमान है, बाप हिंदू है। अगर मैं अपने समाज में करता हूँ या जैसे होता तो वो सब चीज़ें मुझे लगता है कि उस टाइम पे भी आड़े आएंगी, क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान में ये कल्चर ख़त्म नहीं होगा। हिंदुस्तान का ये कल्चर आने वाले टाइम पे भी चलेगा और मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये दबेगा। तो ये मैं अब महसूस करता हूँ।
Yet religion is only one part of the story. Some Indians say the country is going through the kind of social upheaval experienced in other industrializing countries exposed to the outside world. Ira Trivedi recently researched and wrote a book about sex and marriage in India.
There is a big backlash. You know, India has had cultural divides, religious divides, caste divides for centuries. And in 2014, all of this is breaking down. So there's a tremendous backlash coming from that older set, that generation divide. But then there are the new forces. There are young people, there is a very liberated media, which is against all of this. So there is a constant sort of clash of culture.
Some Hindu fundamentalists are complaining of a so-called love jihad by Muslims to seduce and convert Hindu women across India. But the reality seems to be that young Indians of all religions and castes are starting to rebel against their conservative parents and to choose their own life partners. Victor Mallet, Financial Times in New Delhi.